What's up, everybody? Oh, man. That's twice this year. My fault this time. I've been working on my Hurricane Ian chase video. And anybody that does any sort of video editing knows how much computers' tongues hang out. I probably should have rebooted. So we're going to try this. Take two. 30-minute video takes an enormous amount of RAM, and I'm sure it might do it again. So we'll try it. It's 9:26 here in Oldsmar, so hope everybody is able to join back on. We're going to talk a little bit. We got big weather coming. We're going to talk about weather. Always weather. Counter's up. What's up, Eric? Yep. I figured I would talk before the 3 minutes was up. How about the Rays, Eric, huh? 2 for 2. Wander Franco with a big home run 2 nights ago. Mickey Smith, I watched it. Eric Burris. I just watched it. I posted a picture in the Brew Crew. We'll talk about Eric Burris' first forecast for the season here. John was in Reno. What's going on in Reno? What's up, Miss Shelley? So we got anybody going on our cruise? We got a special 5 p.m. Eastern chat today with Kim, our cruise director, Kim Shipley. So if you're in the cruise, spread the word. We're going to do a special little live questions talking about the week. If you got any questions, that's 5 o'clock tonight. What do you think, buddy? You purring? All right, so good morning, everybody. This is Mike here, and this is our Daily Brew. We talk about the weather. We're going to talk about weather. Talk about the hurricane season a little bit. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody had tacos last night. Shelly, because it was your idea. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I know nothing about this cruise. I'm just showing up. I ordered the wristbands and koozies. Sam, yeah, our cat. This is the only dog that purrs. He's our little buddy. We love him. What's up there, Corrine from South Carolina? Will you get any tropical activity? What do you think, buddy? All right, this is Little Hunter. We'll say goodbye to him. And we're going to talk weather before the computer crashes. Say bye, everybody. Weather from Hunter. Hey, buddy. Hey, bye, everybody. All right, so here we go. Daily Brew. We love our Daily Brew. We're getting a game plan set for the season. I was talking to Shelly the other night. Of course, our Daily Brew brought to you by our good friends here locally here in our great state of Florida, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Favorite picture of all time. I opened the show with it a lot because it's got my 3 favorite things in there. Got ABC, got the American flag, and we got palm trees. Can't go wrong. And blue sky. 4 things. 4 of my favorite things. Doing a little highlight last night. I made a joke, said we weren't going to drink February 30th, 29th, 30th, or 31st. If you got the joke, you got it. So here, let's start things out with today. The radar is above me. There's really nothing going on yet. You can kind of see what's happening above me. But we do have storms developing the next 3 days. So there's going to be a lot to talk about. What's up, Miss Havamill? What's cooking? What's up, Mike E? Are we even chatting over there anymore on YouTube? I don't know. We have a chat working over there. Let me see if I can refresh it. I think it's chatting. I don't know. What's up, Kitcher? Good morning down south. What's up, Marcia? Good morning, Chad Roberts from Honduras. How about that, Chad? Oh, yeah. Our Mountain to Sea Ministries man himself. Chad, I saw your picture of the pillows down that way. Little Rock, Arkansas, Jason, you got storms brewing. I'm going to talk about it. So we just had Eric Burris talked about hurricane season. Let's get into that real quick. So I keep waiting. He hadn't posted a graphic yet, but he did pretty good last year. I've been discussing a lot about us going into an El Nino year, and basically his hot spots this year, Florida again, more north Florida down to west central Florida, the southeast Florida, and a little bit of the Carolina coast. So it's kind of a mirror of last year with his hot spots. And they spent a lot of time with their LRC modeling, and I listened to it. I'm very, very intrigued by it. I'm not saying it's the perfect forecast model, but there is some validity to it, and he's pretty good forecaster. So anyway, I'll be sharing it once they post it live. He did a live video at 8 o'clock this morning. Eric Burris, West News. And they're Florida hotspot again. I'm going to get into that here in a little bit. Why I tend to agree a little bit about that. And they're predicting near normal numbers, a tick above average normal numbers. So there's your first forecast for the year. And that just came out from Eric Burris. Keisha, new month. That's right. Jennifer, where's McCleany at? Hey, Carlos from Puerto Rico. Had some swell down there. I haven't been paying attention to weather down south. I apologize. Fast bow tie. Would that be Mr. Chevy? I assume. Let's see if I can get my Facebook or YouTube chat working. It's not working right now, so let me pull it up real quick. And then we'll go right into things. I promise. There's my chat. Pop-up chat. For some reason, when I rebooted, the YouTube chat didn't pop back up. So I don't want to ignore our good friends over there on YouTube. So now we're back. Mike's got a picnic August 23rd. Yeah, man. Cancel. What's up, Mr. James Fort? Morning, Tony B. What's up, Brian? V Flood from Spring Hill. Been there a bazillion times over the years. Driving through mainly. I had a good friend that lived there, Bill Spicer. So anyway. Baker County. Jennifer, where's that? Tom, watch him every night. That's pretty cool. Chris, we need the rain. All right. Let's get into the weather real quick. So anyway, hurricane season forecasts are coming out. We're going to talk about the hurricanes here in a minute. I want to get through stormy weather coming, then I want to get into a little more hurricane discussion. My good buddy Gavin's coming down tomorrow from Furman. They're doing Every Generator Tells a Story, so we're going to finish up that little series. They're doing a documentary on yours truly, or whatever they say. So that'll be kind of fun. Looking forward to having him pop into town. All right, so here's the storms today. All right, so what we got? We got a big dip in the jet stream, right? We talk about this all the time. Last week, man, this thing's humongous deep pressure. It's starting to set up. This is the same system that came up out of that brought all the snow and all that rain to California. Same system. And it's kind of hard to tell where it's at right now, but it's coming. It's not really showed up yet. However, as we get things going, here it comes. And boom! So it's kind of over the Rockies right now a little bit. This is Wednesday, but then we get into tomorrow, and bam, 993 pressure. And it's been bouncing around 991 on the GFS, 993. So, you know, anytime you get 1,000 millibar system over land or under, you're going to have big storms. This is pressure that's usually related to hurricanes. So this is why they're talking about a big storm threat tomorrow. It is expected to deepen into the 980s on Thursday night, overnight, tomorrow night. 983 is incredibly low pressure over land. 982 on the GFS, 983 on the Euro. So definitely a storm to watch going into Friday. As this thing pulls a little more north, we start to lose some of the Gulf potential. But look, here's Friday, 3 p.m. We still have a inflow here of Gulf fuel. And this is Friday afternoon. So even though our low is way up here, we're going to be seeing this path of storms even on Friday. So the big concern is actually tomorrow night. We could have nocturnal storms tomorrow night. And that's never fun. Do you guys see my peanut hat yet? I did buy the peanut hat, by the way. I do the weather in a nutshell. We found this on our Amazon one day talking on our show, so I bought it. It's weather in a nutshell. I cross-post that a lot. All right. So here's the storm prediction center today. We do have a 5% chance of. That's a large area for tornado probability today. Now that's interesting because the big stuff's coming tomorrow. But Texas all the way to Tennessee, we could possibly have a tornado watch today. And this stretches a large area through Arkansas, northern Alabama, and Mississippi. So this is today. This is a preseason prelude foreplay. Few tornadoes, large hail this evening. That's today. But the big stuff, holy cow, tomorrow. Huge outlook from the Storm Prediction Center already. And the yellow stretches down to Texas, Gulf Coast. Large area tomorrow to watch for tornadoes, strong storms. Tornado risk already hatched. Large area of hatch. This is any area that could have an EF2 or greater. We're talking Texas all the way to Mississippi. 5% area stretches even in Alabama. So large area in brown tomorrow could be under tornado watches. Hatched area, large area that could be EF2 or greater. A lot of instability in the upper atmosphere. We've been showing this a lot. Go to our buddy Levi's site here and see this. You'll see this 850 millibar winds, and you'll just see it. Large swath of 850. These are just above the surface winds. This kind of shows you lower level wind instability. But this is usually when we're looking at hurricanes. This is usually the color map that we look at when the storm's over water. This just shows you the upper level atmosphere is going to be extremely unstable tomorrow. That's a lot. GFS, Euro, both. I mean, that is just incredible amount of overland spinach. This is the Euro. So, man, we're going to see potential for big storms tomorrow, unfortunately. And this is going to stretch overnight. This is overnight. This is going to last Thursday night into Friday morning. So we're going to see stories tomorrow of overnight tornadoes. Hail, big hatched area hail. This is because we got a big jet stream down. A lot of Arctic air above. Huge area of wind and hail. Hatched area of hail. Texas, Oklahoma here. So hail? No. So it's got everything tomorrow. And then we get into Friday. Look at this whole area. This is because we're still going to have our low up here. And we're going to see all this inflow of potentially strong systems coming up from the southwest. So this is day 3. They're not really showing anything specific yet. But this will probably get tweaked. We'll probably have orange for Friday. Few tornadoes all the way through the Ohio Valley right here. This is on Friday. So 3 days of storms. Holy Batman. Katie. Avocado. Anyway. Hey, Phyllis from Southern Ohio. We talking about Ohio a lot lately. You had storms last week. Hey, by the way, man, I got my Princess Cup. Hey, we got our new design we're going to whip out today. My new summer design. Less cartoonish. Been tweaking that. Hopefully I get a lot. First I got to go to Mom and Dad's and fix their internet. Oh my God. Bless their hearts. Mom, I love you guys. fondest memories growing up. Have you ever tried to explain to somebody over the telephone how to set a VCR? Are you that old? You remember the days of trying to set a VCR timer? Have you ever tried to set it over the phone? I remember those days of trying to set the VCR. Do you remember VCRs? So, no camping. Scott. No camping. So listen, a lot of storms. It's the Princess Cup kind of morning, by the way. Yeah, I started to show that. I don't know where my Louis Cup's at. So this is the second official coffee cup. Today I'm drinking to Ariel. Since I have a redhead. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about Saturday. So we got storms coming. We know that. Big dip in the jet stream. We know that. Just cool weather. Not really going to make its way too far south. This thing's going to cut out of here northeast pretty quick. So it's not bringing much cool air down. We're going to show you that here in a second. Well, let's look at the latest. I don't think. Remember I was talking about everybody sharing the GFS a week ago, and I'm like, I wouldn't buy it. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to get too cold. So let's just look at the southeast. And we'll look at low temperatures first. So the lowest temperature is going to be on Sunday, Monday. Here's the lows for Thursday. We got some 50s down through Florida. That's interesting, right? Why? I don't know. Why would we have 50s in Florida today? Radiant cooling or something they call it. I don't know. But anyway, so we got some 50s in inland regions. Tomorrow probably the same. This is Thursday. To Friday, these are low temperatures. Friday, Saturday, there's our front line. You can see it clear as day. Low is 73 in Tampa on Saturday morning. That means it's going to be hot Saturday. Here comes the front though on Sunday morning. There's Sunday morning. Interstate 4. If you follow us, we know all weather happens either to the north or to the south of Interstate 4. When the weather planners back in the day, they said, we're going to draw a line. It's going to control all of weather in Florida. So we either talk about weather north of I-4 or weather south of I-4. But I think Monday it's going to sneak a little bit below I-4. This is Sunday morning temperatures. And then on Monday, no, it stays right there. Look at Interstate 4. Monday. So I can't call them out, but a good friend of mine posted the GFS showing 40s over the weekend. I'm like, I don't know, man. GFS has been not that good of a model to share long range. So anyway, Tampa might not even make it into the 50s. This is Sunday, Monday. Going to be some 50s in the Panhandle, though. Sunday morning. 40s and 50s all the way through the Carolinas. 30s up for the mountains on Sunday morning. Monday morning, a little cooler. 50s and not really any cooler. So coldest day is Sunday morning for most. That's our front. And look at bye-bye. Bye-bye. Maybe no little front coming down in 10 days, but you can't predict that far out. 10 days, March 10th. But again, Interstate 4. High temperatures today. 87 in Orlando. 80s in Texas. 80s in Louisiana. 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. Tomorrow, same. Friday. Here comes that cool front a little bit shown in the picture. Look at these 90s in Florida on Friday. Man, we got 90s all across the southeast in Florida. Saturday highs. There's your Interstate 4 line. So we're going to have nice 70s because the front's coming through. We're going to show you the rain threat on Saturday. A little bit of rain sneaking through Florida on Saturday, frontal line. But there's your highs for Saturday. Look at this, 70s for highs all across the southeast, minus Interstate 4. High of 87 in Orlando. High of 76 in Gainesville. Much drier. That's because the frontal line gets stuck. Frontal line doesn't really make its way. This is the time of year the fronts have a hard time getting through the state. Things are crispy in Florida, by the way. Some people are referring this back to that year that we had. Well, actually, it was the first year of the Daytona race. They had to postpone the Daytona July race because we had fires. So hopefully not. Jason, warm front sets up Thursday. Yeah, we can talk about that. Thursday's the day. Hey, Bill Barber. What's up? Robert's girl from Charlotte. I got family who lives in Charlotte. Tabletop Greek, East North Carolina. Yeah, we'll look at timing here in a second. It could weaken some on the coast there for Wilmington, but we'll see. All right, so this is Saturday, high temperature. Sunday, same. Here's Saturday highs. So still nice day for most. Sunday, same. And then the heat comes back. And another little cold front maybe next week. All right, timing. All right, so we got that. Real quick, I'm going to show you one more thing. So let's take a look at this southeast look. Could see some Saturday morning leftovers. Let's see here. So here's what this is Saturday morning. So we could still see a squall line down into Florida. Not showing up too strong yet. Still going to be a couple thunderstorms coming in off the Gulf, but this is Saturday morning. Problem is, it might just linger around throughout the day on Saturday. It doesn't really, kind of stalls out. You can see it backs up a little bit for Sunday. These fronts do this. When our low pressures pull on out of here, the fronts start to bend. And you see that right here. Backs up a little bit and maybe bringing some rain to the upper Gulf Coast Sunday. Euro's a little more aggressive on rainfall. This is unfortunately Saturday morning. So here's your leftover frontal line coming through Saturday morning, and we get a little surge of juice up off the Gulf throughout the day on Sunday. So we could see some persistent rains on Saturday, I-4 north. So definitely, I posted earlier, if you got weekend Saturday plans in central northern part of Florida, you need to watch the forecast, because the rain chances are inching up there as they do the closer we get. This is Saturday. Sundays could linger a little bit South Florida as this thing backs up. So, Saturday rains, and then Sunday rains here as our front kind of flattens out a little bit. So could be some rain here on Sunday, Saturday. All right. We'll see if we got any good 48-hour timing maps. And then let's talk about the hurricanes. So the Eric Burris forecast just came out. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to share it. Okay, so here's the storms. So here's that line today. So unfortunately, we got BOGO storm chances today and then tomorrow. This is later this afternoon today. As we saw with the Storm Prediction Center, we could have a tornado watch here for a big chunk of, oh man, we just fast. I just showed you the future. Here's today. And that's a pretty heavy little line. Starts out in Texas, Oklahoma, moves its way through Arkansas later this evening, through Tennessee, and through the Carolinas tonight in the overnight hours. So we could see this overnight tonight. This is 5 in the morning tonight. So this is the first little line. Keep an eye on that one. This is tonight into tomorrow morning. So we could have wake-up rains here across the East Coast tomorrow. Northern, this is tomorrow morning. But then the big stuff comes. Round 2. Boom! So Arkansas tomorrow. Deja vu, right? Tomorrow afternoon. Here's tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow evening. And you can see that really starting to set up. So unfortunately, this is around midnight tomorrow. This is leaning towards midnight hour. So unfortunately, we could see a nocturnal storm chance with this line of storms here overnight, Thursday night. and this stretches all the way down to the coast. So unfortunately, this is overnight tomorrow night. Round number 2. Double whammy. So we'll see about that. But this is midnight tomorrow. Look at that pretty hefty little line Thursday night into Friday morning. So, and as far as Carolinas go, a little too far to know on the second one, but definitely tomorrow there in Wilmington, you're going to get some storms possibly. This is tomorrow morning, so definitely could get some action tomorrow morning as you wake up on Eastern Carolina. Someone was asking over on YouTube. This is tonight. This is tonight and tomorrow morning. And then the second round, second round. Give me another round. Second round tomorrow. It's just hard to tell. So if you were to get more over there in the eastern part of the U.S., it would be in the Saturday morning. So our low pulls out of here. So round 1 is tomorrow morning for Eastern Carolina. Round 2 would be Saturday morning. But it does look like it could weaken a little bit more as this thing pulls north. There you go. There's that heavy rain down in the Florida Peninsula, possibly Saturday. So we could get some snow up north. This low pressure might set up off the coast here, bring in some more snow for New England area. This would be next 5 days. So this has been very questionable. This is your snowfall. But look, there's a chance Boston could get 7 inches of snow. This has been on the radar. I've been talking a lot about it. That there's this fine line here, nor'easter style setup over the weekend. Could be some snow for Massachusetts. That's the Euro. GFS is a lot more aggressive, showing a foot of snow in Boston. Not really sure they've had that this year or not. Long Island, hard to tell. New York, though, for sure. So, definitely interesting to watch this play out. Let's look at the GFS here real quick and show you that again. So, we're going to see this low pressure system pulling out of here. Here it comes, and there's that low pressure popping off the Atlantic. So anytime you get a low pressure off the Atlantic and it's far enough out to sea right here, you get enough time for this thing to build up cold, wintry air and bring in some snow. So timing for that this weekend would be like this. So here's Friday afternoon. Wouldn't quite be there yet. It's always been more like a Saturday thing, but look at this. I know we got a lot of people watching. Here's Friday night. So we're gonna have storms, 981 pressure, man. That's intense. This is overnight, Thursday into Friday morning. Heavy storms here across the Ohio Valley, going close to the Great Lakes. A lot of snow to the north side as this thing wraps around. And there you go, man. That's significant snow Friday night. And there you go. So Saturday would be the day going into Saturday that we would get the New England snow, if they're gonna get any. So. And then it's gone by Sunday. Here's Sunday morning. So this is definitely, timing. Obviously, you can just write it down. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So the weekend looks pretty good, other than this leftover frontal action that could bring some juice here on Sunday. As our front kind of lays down, flattens out, goes to sleep. But there you go. Sunday didn't look too bad. So, but there you go. All right, let's look at some rainfall totals because Florida's crispy. Unfortunately, I think we're getting into a drought too. So here's your 7-day rain forecast. Not a lot. This is your frontal line on Saturday. But light green is only like 0.1. So not a lot of accumulation. Anything blue starts to be around an inch. So Florida's southeast staying dry. High pressure ruling, pushing this front out of here. So high pressure ruling the roost. There you go. Drought map. What's up, buddy Chris? Yeah, let's take a look at the drought map. You know I have a map for everything on the page as we prepare to close Chrome. So there's a current drought map. Hey, look where brown is, though. Look what's coming. Mother Nature clearing, evening things out here. So Saturday's rainfall at least will be good news for that. Help a little bit. That's moderate drought. Believe it or not, South Florida still in a moderate drought. Long range temperature forecast remaining quite warm for the U.S. here. Weekly temps. So this is your overall weekly temps through the week of March 7th. Red is above normal. Blue is below normal. Here's going into middle March. Here's towards end of March. And there's the end of March, March 28th. So staying warm. Monthly temperature is April. Expected to remain warmer than normal in the south here and east pretty much. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So you better make sure your air conditioner's working, because the long-range climate showing warmer than normal, especially here in the south. This is so there you go. Precipitation-wise, we can look at precipitation anomalies for March, staying dry, and then April, staying dry. Too far out, it's really hard to. I don't think these really equate to much. A lot of forecast. Here's July, a little more than average, it says, hopefully. And then August, nothing. So I don't really like these long range things. But you do see a lot of forecasters using these models for predicting hurricanes, which, again, I don't buy any of that stuff anymore. Unless you're Cape Verde style. You know, obviously the Caribbean watches this kind of stuff. So, yes, 100%. You want to keep an eye out there for things like El Nino, water temperatures, African dust. But as far as here, it's all homegrown action anymore. And none of this stuff matters. As we have seen lately, things pop up quick. All right. All right, so let's talk. Let's do coffee, then we'll talk a little bit about tropics, and then we'll call it a day. St. Mark's, Cape San Blas. I know what Cape San Blas was. Jewel just found us. Spread the word. We're trying to get bigger over there. Yeah, Alicia, yeah. How's it going? All right, so let's talk a little about hurricanes real quick. I might do a special hurricane show. Talking about hurricanes. Might. Soon. Maybe. Soon. We'll announce it. All right. Oh, look at this. Next week is Kids' Day for Sarah. March Hat Day, Monday. Ooh, I got some ideas for Sarah. Tuesday, Superhero T-shirt Day. I'm going to have her wear our race car shirt. Wednesday, Crazy Sock Day. That's always easy. Thursday's Neon Day. Friday is Wear Green for St. Patty's Day. That's when we head over for our cruise next week. Yay! All right, so tropics. Oh my goodness, maybe we should save it for Friday. So Eric Burris just put out his tropical update for the season and predicting near normal storms, a little bit above average. Hot spots for Eric Burris, pretty much southeast Florida and west central Florida towards the Panhandle. Hot spot number 1. Hot spot number 2, he's got it along the Carolina coast again. All right, so we'll talk a lot about El Nino. You're going to hear a ton about El Nino. El Nino, they measure an area out here in the Pacific, and when this water temperature is above normal, they call that El Nino. When this water temperature in the Pacific is below normal, it is a La Nina setup. So La Nina years have more hurricanes. La Nina has more hurricanes due to this cooler Pacific, because this controls wind shear. Less wind shear basically allows more development of storms. El Nino years typically have fewer hurricanes because increased wind shear. That's what the general rule of thumb is. So we're going to start hearing a ton of forecasts. We're going to start hearing a lot about El Nino and La Nina. So 3 years ago, it was La Nina. Let's talk about that. And we had a record number of storms. Remember 3 years ago? 3 years ago, we went all the way into the Greek alphabet. Oh my goodness, right? So 3 years ago, we were in 2020. Blue is that. So this map right here, look at this is August. Let's see. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how I can do it. Well, this is August. Like this. That's August. This would be September. So you kind of understand what these numbers mean. Obviously October and November. So anyway, so 2020 we were in right here. Blue means the water temperature in that Pacific was cooler than normal, meaning La Nina. So La Nina year 2020, record number of storms, right? 2021, we were in La Nina again. And 2021 had the third most active year of storms. Now, 2021, really, if you think about it, I don't want to disrespect anybody. I don't really recall other than Ida. Ida was 2021. So we had the third most active season ever, and it only took one named storm to make a season, and that was Ida. 2022, this is odd. It was a third year La Nina. It only happens forever. Last one was like in 73 when I was born. Now I didn't go back and look at this third year activity, but third year, 3 years in a row. Well, it happened in 98 too, not year 2000. So it repeats itself. So 73, 2000, 2020. So almost 20 years. Every 20 years we get a third year La Nina. Well, last year they predicted high numbers basically because of La Nina, and guess what? It was average season. All right. So now we're leaning into a El Nino pattern, which is bound to happen. That's how it rolls, man. Weather cycles. And the latest predictions are that we are coming out of La Nina into El Nino, and we have this right here. This pretty much shows you where we're at now. So we got March, Dennis, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So the red indicates El Nino, and the predictions are that we will be leaning into El Nino for the peak season, which is August right here in September right here. So what does that mean? Well, could be good for our Caribbean friends. You know, again, if it does help control storms incoming, then, you know, hopefully our buddy John Caymans, we got Ian in Jamaica. We have a lot of people down, Karen in the Virgin Islands, a lot of people down here. Hopefully, you know, that does hold true. However, looking back at history, I point this out a lot. This is my thinking here is this. 2004, we were in El Nino, and that was 4 storms for Florida, 2004. Go to 2018, we were in El Nino, Michael, and Florence. Going back to Eric Burris's long-range forecast, kind of predicting 2018, you know, upper Florida and Carolina coast. So I'm not buying this whole El Nino. You know, it only takes one. You know, I slowly have been getting wrapped up into this early season prediction with name number storms. But as we have seen, it doesn't matter if you have 30 storms or 1 storm. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to celebrate 30 storms and 30 of them are fish storms, great. But it only takes 1 or 2 landfalling systems to make a season. And that, my friends, is a fact. So anyway, so we'll talk more about hurricanes soon. That's my buddy Dennis. Dennis, you're not watching, are you? If you are watching, Dennis, say hi. My buddy Dennis Phillips. We actually talk. Anyway, all right. So, hey, man, we had a pretty good little show. If you're in a cruise, listen tonight at 5 o'clock Eastern. We're doing a little special chat in the chat room. So you got to be in our chat room, the cruise chat. Got my koozies. I did my job, Shelly. I got the koozies done. So everybody gets 2 koozies, the second annual cruise. We got stickers coming too, and wristbands, and Furman's got a beach towel with our logo on it, and a lot of swag. So that'll be tonight, and then we'll go live on Friday. All right, so appreciate you tuning in. A lot of weather to watch the next few days. Lots of weather to watch. Like I said, it's very fascinating to see this deep. And, you know, when you listen to Storm Prediction Center, they mention cyclone. It is a cyclone. It is a cyclone. They'll be calling it tomorrow. Cyclone. Cyclone is just basically an area of low pressure. So we're going to have a land cane. What's it going to look like on Euro? Let's see if the Euro's got some high resolution modeling yet for what this might look like tomorrow. There you go. Look at that. Land cane. That's tomorrow. Look at that. It's the land cane of March 2023. It's coming. It's even got an eye. I posted land cane a few weeks ago and got people getting mad at me. All right, this is a simulated water vapor loop for where's my scroll bar at? I can't turn over. But anyway, why can't I do it? All right, anyway, this is weather. This is Euro. This is what it could look like tomorrow. This is overnight. This is overnight. This is actually Friday morning. Look at that sucker, man. That's what we could be looking at from space tomorrow as our low pressure system sets up, and that's incredible. So A lot of storms to be watching for all the way up towards the Great Lakes tomorrow. There's our land cane. Sets up. And there is nothing official about that. I get all the weather guys mad at me. What are you, an idiot? Yes, I am an idiot. There's no such thing as a land cane. I'm like, oh, whatever. All right, sip of water. Be a good one. Oh, I love that cinnamon roll. Look at that. So here's Saturday. Oh, God, I love this map. This is our frontal line on Saturday morning. This is the juice. So the tip of Florida, southeast, will be experiencing a lot of dry air. That's brown, and moist, juicy air is green and red. Or there's no red, green and yellow and blue. This is our frontal line, stalls out Central Florida, Northern Florida, and you can see it right here. And then, like I was talking about, look at that. It backs up and brings some rain Sunday to the upper Gulf Coast. And there's our frontal line on Sunday. There's our front starting to bend a little bit, as they do. Fronts start to come less and less through the state of Florida as the spring season arrives. Our low pressure is now starting to pull on out of here more north, and our fronts flatten out and don't get a big push south. So, but it's a cool map. I love it. Look at that water precipitable map. But here's our circle coming up, and quite impressive. There you go. All right. Feels like that was a good show today. That'd be a cool shirt. Yep, I did it, Shelly. Any Brew Crew members out there want to come party with us Sunday, March 12th? Last call. We love these little meet and greets. You're welcome to come. We got a pre-cruise party Sunday. Reach out to Shelly ASAP. We'd love to see you. We're doing a shrimp boil dinner party with music from my good buddy Austin, DJs at Daytona. So come on over. Come on over. Kiki just made it. You're an hour late. Cindy, hey, did you see Emily was wearing your shirt? Let's see if I can pull it up. Sharky, right? Let's see. I don't really remember. I do remember the wind, honestly. It was me and Phil went on the top of I remember that now. We were tracking that. Yes. Yeah, we can start looking at forecast. A little too soon to look at forecast. I don't want to look yet. Never look that far out. It'll always change. So I think I got a picture of Emily wearing your shirt. Look. There you go. Cindy. There's your shirt. It was a little too small for me. Emily wears it all the time. See? That's right, Kiki. We'll be live Friday. I think May 15th is our official. So the game plan, I'm really excited about it. We're talking to Shelly about it before I crashed the last computer. So we'll do lives during the tropical season. Daily Brew brought to you by our good friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. And we'll be doing those in the mornings. And they're live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. They're watchable throughout the day. They're on the app. You can watch them on the app. Let's make sure it still works on the app. I haven't checked the app in a while. I usually check it more during the season to make sure everything's working on it. Usually people email me, letting me know that, yeah, there we are right there. I got to delete the other one. It only lasted a minute, but so you can watch it on the app. On the mornings, and they're live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. They're watchable throughout the day. They're on the app. You can watch them on the app. Let's make sure it still works. And then what was a big hit last year? We did the 5 o'clock somewhere recorded video, which I think is really important. So I usually do this one. We're going to do this again this season. These are your quickie 5 to 10 minute maximum videos on the updates of what's going on in the day with models and maps, and talk about any circles out there. And those were really good last year. I'll upload those. Then we're going to do these little weather in a nutshell quickies because TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, even Facebook Reels like to be 1 minute. So we're gonna do those three things really hard this year, which were all really good sources to get some information. I like the little 1 minute deals. We'll do them around noontime probably. The weather in a nutshell, because we start to get the 12Z models starting to run around then. We'll have a new 11 o'clock advisory around then, and then we'll go live at night. 8 o'clock is a good number we came up with. So we'll probably do our tropical updates. If we do any lives throughout the season, it'll likely be around 8 o'clock if there's a system brewing. So there's a lot, man. We talk a lot about weather, man. But Rosie's coming next year. Hey, Harold, I had a microburst. Well, it's tough. The best thing to do on that is obviously your vorticity maps, which you need to check out. For sure. All right. Cool. All right. Well, there you go. We'll keep an eye on the weather today and tomorrow and Friday, and then Saturday a little bit of Florida rains, and then things are quiet. Looks like we're going to have a little quiet spell in the next week so far. Long range California, unfortunately, it looks like they might be getting another big old blast of Pineapple Express. So California could be getting some more rain here in the next few weeks. As the long range look of the Pacific looks like it could be funneling in some moisture out there. There you go. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you Friday.